What it do, people? It's your boy, Mr. Meatshower. And today, if you haven't noticed by that intro, and if you haven't noticed by that, we're talking lights. Weapon-mounted lights.
That's right.
Because, you know, sometimes it gets dark out, and you need to see what you're shooting. So we have lights that you can mount to your rifles and to your pistols, because we're still all allowed to shoot pistols right now. Right? Right? We're still allowed to shoot pistols? So we have a few different lights that we're going to test and compare today. We have the Cloud Defense Rain. On this Ruger PCC, we have a Surefire.
It's a mystery fire.
And then on this FX9, we have the
Streamlight HLX.
We have the Beam Light, Steam Light, Steamboat, Streamlight, ProTac, HLF, X. And then we have three other rifle-mounted lights that we're going to test out. Which this is where it's going to be an interesting test too. Is we have this Olight Odin Mini, which I know we're out here without a fucking EOD or a bomb squad, so we're really fucking risking it here. But don't worry, we all have first aid kits. We also have this crusty old Surefire M951, is what I think it is.
Older than I am.
And then we got the good old what is this? Insight WML. You know, the little interesting one. And then for pistol lights, which we're going to be testing.
You can't have these here.
Bruh, it's airsoft, bruh. Bruh, it's airsoft, bruh. Oh God. We're going to be testing this Surefire X300 Ultra. This old crusty Streamlight Insight M3X with a halogen bulb. And again, we're going to risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, fuck, Pat. What the shit?
Fuck! Man? We have this Olight PL Valkyrie Pro. So, we're going to test them out. We have a bit of a range set up out there. We have targets at the 5, 10-ish, 25, 50, 100, 150 mark. We're going to test these flashlights and see if they can reach all the way out to 150-ish yards. Because, you know, if you're shooting at night, something 150 yards away, well, it's good to know what flashlight you need on your rifle. So anyways, to the test. Between you and me, to be honest, I don't know how this fucking test is gonna go. We've also got some lights that I don't know if they're gonna cut the cake. You know what I mean? I mean, that Cloud Defensive, we know that thing fucks, okay? The Olight, I've already hurt my thumb today once, and now apparently I'm gonna blow off my hand. I mean, the pistol lights, you know, the Surefire X300, I mean, that thing's gonna do some good. And again, another Olight, I'm gonna die today.
There's just some things I haven't considered yet. Like, why do you even need to see in the dark? Like, what's the point? Like, why would you even want to shoot in the dark, you know? There's no gun ranges in the dark, you know? Crownland, sure, that's in the dark, but only half of the day, right? Like, in my opinion, I don't think it's really necessary for you to get a weapon mounted light on your target shooting rifle here out in Crownland. That's used for hunting purposes only, because you already know you should never need to identify what you need to shoot. But it's gonna be a shit video. But yeah. All right, Pat. Let's get started. Okay.
So we're gonna test the Surefire X300 on this airsoft pistol.
That's right. So
from about 10 yards. I want A-box shots only.
A-box shots only.
Guide me.
Recoil. Recoil.
It's obviously pretty clear there. Now, if we push out to about 25 yards.
Recoil.
It's still pretty clear. Now, pushing out to about 50 yards there, I don't think I'll be able to hit it with the airsoft. Oh! Pushing the limits!
Pushing the limits!
Pushing the fucking limits! So actually, it's you are able to target ID pretty clear at about 50 yards there.
I can see it's a brown piece of paper there.
But now pushing out to about 100 yards there,
I can't even see it.
You can kind of see the silhouette of it, but you can't really ID what it is. And then 125 the steel gong, you just really can't see there. Next up, we're going to be using this crusty OG Streamlight M3, which I've had for a long time and was my first pistol light ever. So let's see how it does. So, I'm wearing Eye Pro. Point it at me right now. Yeah, it's not discombobulating at all. Now, if we push down to 25, Wow, 25 is
Dog shit.
yeah, pushing the limits. Now we push out to 50. We're nothing really past 50.
Activation is not bad. Pretty good. It's nice and responsive. Honestly, I kind of like it a little bit better than the X300 because this one you just press it down and you just kind of hold it there. Right? It's better for recoil stuff like that. Whereas the X300, you're gonna have to like find that little nub and push it forward. Either that or just toggle it on or off. But yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. But yeah, as far as 25 goes, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's also really orange and does not help that the target kind of does blend in with the dirt.
That too. It shows how far light technology has come in the past 10, 15 years. Next up, we're going to be shooting a bomb.
Wait, Pat, are you sure about this, man? Are you gonna be okay? Did you sign the waiver?
We have to do it for science.
Oh, did it work?
It is working, and it hasn't exactly. If we push out, you can almost see the 100 target there. He's still hiding because he's afraid that this thing is going to blow up.
Let's actually get a
Side-by-side?
head-to-head comparison here.
All right.
So that's that. You want to turn that off? That's that.
I'd say the Surefire has it beat though. I mean, look,
it's not only is it it's quite significantly brighter, I would say, noticeably brighter.
Very noticeably brighter
But
and tighter.
the throw of it is also quite wide.
But here's the one thing I will say that I do like about the Olight Valkyrie is its toggle buttons. Having it just those little push side buttons there, I do like that. It's very ambi friendly. If you hold it, you have a press to hold, or what would you call that?
Like a toggle.
Toggle. You hold it, turns off where, click it, on, off. And it does have, didn't even have it on the highest, that's why. It does have a strobe.
That's kind of stupid.
That's the other thing. To get it on its high, like, the battery drop off for this is so stupidly fast. Like, this sat charging all day. And to toggle the high there, you have to like double click it really fast, but now it doesn't want to do it because it goes into battery saver mode.
At close, you know,
Well, discombobulate.
little 5 and the 25. I'd say it's actually pretty good.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Same thing. I do like the push button here. I think it's a little bit better than the. I prefer it a little bit better than Surefire.
Same. And again, the fact that it auto chooses its high and low setting, and there's really no way of choosing it, I don't like that. The battery on it is just not good.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be having to kind of push this, like have everything controlled from one button.
Yeah.
That's kind of shit.
When it comes to batteries, this is where this thing completely fails. The battery drop off again is stupidly quick. It's a proprietary rechargeable battery where you have to use their proprietary recharging cable for it. So
I don't really trust rechargeable.
Same.
Because you might get diminishing returns.
Yeah, or it might just explode on you.
Do we have a TLR1?
Do we?
I don't do.
I can't.
I
You
can't
turned off.
see.
Yeah,
I can't see
see
you
you
at
at all.
I can't see you at all. I can only see your fist.
We don't.
We don't.
Oh,
You didn't
shit.
bring it? So now we're gonna do a rifle mounted atop a pistol caliber carbine weapon mounted light firearm situation on the night. This right here is a mystery Surefire, but it is a Surefire body. I have no idea what the head is. This does take standard CR 123 alpha batteries. So I have it on a dual pressure pad. So let's go ahead and take a look at 5 meters. Pretty good, right? Pretty bright, yeah, you know. Pretty bright, you know.
Pretty bright.
Yeah, pretty bright. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the 25.
Oh yeah.
Nope, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good performance. All right, now let's try the 50.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice and clean.
All day. I can actually tell the difference between the brown paper and the green trees there. Right?
Yeah.
Let's push it out to the that other, what is it, like 75, 100?
It's about 100.
About 100?
Oh, easily.
Easily. I mean, you can see the silhouette around it pretty easily.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, pretty good. You can actually see the bullet fly through the air.
Holy shit, you can.
And this right here is a Streamlight ProTac HLX. Make sure we're at 5. So yeah, really bright. I will have to say, you can probably, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but the there's a little nipple in the central You can actually see it's quite bright. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 25 there. Very easy to tell. There's a nice center little highlighted area right there. Very clear. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 50. Same thing, clear
and
as
with
day.
the 100 too. I mean, you're
even with
right
the
on
100
as well.
Yeah, I mean that is very centralized. Nice candela on that, right?
You can almost even actually see out to the 150 as well.
Yeah, this I would say this one's a little bit brighter than the Mystery
Like,
Surefire. So there's that.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
and
that.
actually, I'd say it's brighter than the
Oh yeah, it's
Mystery
definitely
Surefire.
Mystery Surefire. Yeah, and then the Streamlight there does have a tighter, little central focused area.
It does.
You know, and then versus the Mystery Surefire here, it is quite a bit of a wider throw there.
And also, it's a wider light too.
That is true.
It's a
wider
much
light.
wider light. Oh, that FX9 blowback right in the face. The Cloud Defensive Rain. This light is not. It's starting to get a little more traction in the market from what I've seen. I only have 2 gripes about it. One is that it requires their proprietary rechargeable battery, which don't really like that, again, as we've talked about with the pistol lights. Just being able to have CR123s across the platform is nice. And secondly, proprietary pressure pad. So if this breaks, mind you, you would contact them and warranty and get a new one, but you're not able to get, like, say, a Surefire pressure pad where you're able to control your light and your laser. But the nice thing is they did make it nice and small. So if you were going to put a Unity tactical hot button for like any sort of laser of some sort, you could do it. The pressure pad, you have a constant on which clicks, and then a momentary on as well. Now at about the 10, it is also very bright. Now swapping down to the about 25 there, very bright.
Very bright.
Swapping over to the 50, very bright.
Very bright.
Swapping over to the 100, very bright.
Holy shit.
And all the way out to the 150. Like, no problem IDing the 150 there.
Let's do a head-to-head comparison now. So this is the Streamlight FortKnight. Very clear. As we said before, a very tight little nipple in the middle. We can see pretty clear to the 100.
But so here's the one thing I will say: you definitely have a lot more flood around with that with the Streamlight. It's like put yours on again. It seems like it lights up more
very
of
wide.
the area. Yeah,
it's quite
a lot
wide.
more wider. Where this is a little more tight. But again, and this again, it makes everything else look yellow.
That is true. That one does look yellow.
It's like compared to it, it's very crisp white. Now pushing out to the 50 there. Actually, wow, this is significantly brighter.
It is significantly brighter.
And then at the 100, so that's me at the 100 there.
Not even close.
Doesn't even compare. And
Not
then the
even
150.
close.
Mind you are able to see the 150 with yours, but you can't even compare it to mine. Like, I could tell that homie didn't even brush his teeth this morning. Now we're going to be comparing 2 more weapon lights. On this we have a Surefire, I believe an M951, and we're going to be comparing it against the WML, the Insight WML here.
WML.
See, and here's the great thing about this one. It has IR and white light. So it is the smaller of the 2. But
The smaller flashlight.
Smaller flashlight. Let's test old Krusty there.
All right, so since we don't have pressure pad on this one, we'll just use the momentary cap. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 5. Holy fucking shit, that fucking sucks. Like this might as well be like your iPhone camera. All right, let's take a look at the 25 meter there. Horrible, absolute dog shit.
Well, it reaches it.
It does reach it, but holy shit.
I didn't think it would.
For a weapon like this fucking large, when you're beat out by a little C4 Valkyrie, that's a testament of time to show you how far we've come in our weapon light mounting technologies. All right, let's take a look at the 50.
Reaches it, but barely.
God awful. God awful. All right, let's look at the 100. Can't see it.
Nothing.
All
right, now to the WML. Let's test it.
Very nice.
Crisp.
Very nice.
Very crisp. And it does have the hold momentary on button and then tap it. It stays on, and if you do the spoopy to the 25.
Pretty good.
But it drops off.
Yeah, pretty good.
50. Yeah, you can reach the 50, but 100 is basically nothing. Not getting much on the 100 there. Now, if you were to use this like indoors on like a home defense shotgun, or if it's legal in your area, a home defense rifle, probably a better choice, and it's about 200 bucks. So I think this would be a decent choice for something up close. But, you know, once you're, you know, look at the drop off at 50 there. So
Yeah.
for the final thing we'll be testing here is the Olight Odin. Pretty bright.
Very, very good.
Very bright and a lot.
Very good.
Yeah. Let's go to the 25. That's and actually the
central ring there.
it's a pretty central ring there.
It's very generous.
It's pretty tight. You get a little bit of flood on the outside, but I mean it's pretty decent. Off to the 50. 50s, and watch it just dimmed right there.
It did dim.
So back to the whole rechargeable batteries. No.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this was charged.
I don't know
charging
if you
all
can
day.
I don't like it when my lights are sentient. It makes me very horny inside.
Yeah, it dims down, and
Your flashlight really shouldn't have a mind of its own.
it shouldn't. And the fact that you're not able to control that, yeah, you can see
what
it.
if your country's being invaded during the night? And you try to turn it on and it goes to the full power, blasting out the eyeballs of everyone, and then it just goes to the dimmest setting because like, oh, I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
You know what happens then?
Final thoughts and ultimate winner.
Of
Pistol lights.
Pistol lights. Yeah, the pistol lights. Definitely the king of performance, gold standard. Would be the X300 from Strafure. And
I agree.
yeah, even though for straight performance, this one beats everything, right?
Yep.
Very good throw, very nice tight little titty. Perfect for your pistol, right? As far as the controls go, you can probably get a little bit better, right? Definitely, you can probably train and get over that. This is a very proven pistol light. So yeah, very, very trustworthy right there.
Having one of
Whoa.
my own on my Glock 17, now I can confirm, yeah, it is the king of pistol lights. Now, on to rifle lights.
Rifle lights.
Who would you say is the best option?
Well, we have the two kings, pretty much. Super comparable, right? We have the Streamlight ProTac HLX, and we also have the Cloud Defensive
Rain.
right? So yeah, they're both very, what's the price point between these two?
I believe this is, so you have to buy it right from Cloud Defensive, and if you live here in Canada, you have the exchange rate. I think you're looking around 400 bucks-ish Canadian. How much is the Streamlight?
This one should be around like, yeah, this one's about half.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's some pretty big news right there. Despite the now the Cloud Defensive does have a little bit more performance, but it's just a little bit. It may not be super visible on camera, but it's just a little bit clearer. And that difference only shows itself really at 100 and out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Now, the other thing too, CR123 batteries, proprietary batteries.
Chad CR123, Virgin whatever the hells.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also interchangeability, no interchangeability. Virgin on this one.
Yeah.
For just Cloud Defensive, you're pretty much limited to that, am I right?
Proprietary.
Yeah,
monetary.
proprietary. This one, you can use the Surefires, you can use Unities, you can use whatever the fuck, right? So very Chad of this one. You're paying almost double for just a little bit extra performance. It's a very limited interchangeability of your shooting types. So yeah.
I would say when it really, again, at long distance, this is where this one started to really shine, but just barely edging out the Streamlight. Having proprietary batteries is a bit of a buzzkill, and the fact that if you're in the field using this on your service rifle or on a shit hits the fan situation, having to carry proprietary batteries instead of just carrying CR123s, it sucks. And then also, well, if, you know, rechargeable batteries die, that means you have to recharge them versus, you know,
toss them away and
bring, you know, just make sure you bring enough, hopefully.
That's right.
So, yeah. But now that we've given you all this information, feel free to comment below which weapon light you think is the best.
I want to see anarchy in the comment sections. You guys have been too chill.
Yeah.
I want to see complete total chaos. I want to see things flying through the air. I want to see political arguments left and right. Okay? That's how you get Mr. Meatshower up there on the charts. He'll get sponsored left and right by the left and the right.
Now time for my real outro. I'd like to thank Pantry from Dustpan Dynamics for helping me test lights today. I'd like to thank the boys at Dustpan Dynamics for coming out and helping. Make sure that you go check out their channel. Give them some love. Also, make sure that you go like, comment, and subscribe and all that stuff for this video. Also, make sure you check out my social medias, or don't. Feel free to follow me on Twitch. That's a fun time. And we'll see you next time on things that people have already done on the internet.
Allahu Akbar!